Today I'm going to be going to pick up my BMW at 15 years old. Now I know that sounds crazy, but I put in a lot of work to get here, so let's head over to the dealership and check it out. Alright, we've made it to the dealership right now. We're gonna go in, do some paperwork, and then I will show you all the car. Okay, so we've just got to the dealership, like I said, and here the car is. They have it with the bow on, bright red bow, looks absolutely amazing. We have the gray paint on it, I love this paint color, and with it comes the red M Sport calipers, which are really nice. Blacked out wheels, as you can see, and the interior on it is also red. You can't quite tell right now. We'll open it up in a minute. All right, let's go on the inside now. We got the red interior, as you guys can see. It looks absolutely amazing. We go in, and you can see we got the lighting in here. It looks absolutely amazing. We have our screen there, a steering wheel here, of course. You know, where you shift your gears, all that stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead, get used to the car now. I'm gonna take it home, and I will show you all what I think about it in a week. Okay, so I've had the car for about a week now, and I wanna go ahead and walk you guys through the whole thing now that I know everything about the car. Okay, now as you guys saw, obviously we went with the gray paint, and I'm still in love with the specification, but let's start off with the front end. I wanna talk about the most controversial thing about this car. That is the grille. Now, when this vehicle came out, a lot of people didn't like this style of grille, but I actually think it suits it pretty well. It's grown on me since the car is released, and I honestly think it looks quite aggressive if you really look at it and consider it. Now, the headlights got to be my favorite part of the front end. I love these little U shapes underneath them. They look great, and then it's got like these 3 crystals that kind of like run down. Overall, the design looks really amazing. And another cool thing at the front end, there's actually a functional airway here. You can see it goes right through there, the air, so that's really nice, you know, for airflow and stuff. So that's the front end. You might notice, you might think, why are these closed right here? You see, it doesn't go through. That's because at certain modes, I think, when you put it in sport mode, those actually open up to allow more air in, which is pretty cool. So I guess that's a nice way to cool the engine. Okay, now moving on to the side, something I really like is that they have the black mirrors here, and it's actually got me thinking, I might wrap the roof black through this part, so like from here to the other side where that is, all the way down to the back glass. I might wrap that black. I think it'll look pretty good. And the wheels on the side, oh my goodness. These wheels, I wasn't the biggest fan at first, but they have grown on me. They do look better in person, I feel like. And they're the upgraded M wheels, I believe. It has the M badge there. Just look at it from the rear. That looks absolutely phenomenal. We have a beautiful taillight design, one of my favorite taillight designs on a BMW. Now we do have a fake air vent here, which is interesting because the one in the front's real here, but for some reason they made this one fake. Now moving on to the interior of the car, this might be my favorite part because we have the cherry red leather, so that looks really nice in red. If we step down inside, I can actually show you guys some of the things that came with the interior. So we have these nice aluminum door handles. They feel really premium. Lock, unlock buttons, of course. And right here, we actually have a 1 and 2 button. So that allows you to set, like, I think it's called memory seats. So basically, I have my driving position all set up in here, and the car will actually remember how I'm sitting because I have it put in there, which is really nice. Over here, you honestly have these random buttons. I really have no clue what they control. I think they control your headlights and stuff. Here we have a button to pop the trunk right there, which is really nice. If we actually close the door, you'll notice I have the premium upgraded sound system, the Harman Kardon system. Really nice speakers, love those. All your buttons on the steering wheel here to control, you know, your volume. You can set how you want your cruise control right there. We got your phone call buttons, obviously, skip songs, all the good stuff right here. Now this system's a little bit interesting. You have to kind of like click a button on the side, move it around to move your whole, you know, reverse, neutral, drive, and then the start stop button. I do like the placement of that. Usually that'll be like somewhere over here, but it's right there. It makes it feel like a special car, you know. I like that, you know. That's where the Lamborghinis have theirs, kind of in the middle, so that's really neat. This mouse pad thing to control the screen, I never really use it, but interesting feature. Then we have all these other random buttons here I don't use much. Your emergency brake, of course. Then we have your cup holders right here. Pretty nice cup holders. One of those car charging things right there. Really nice. You know, your center console space, kind of tiny, but it's okay. Then over here, we got the nice wood grain trim, your air vents, and another one of those premium upgraded sound speakers. Like I already said, you know, the interior really is my favorite part of this car. Now, we do have back seats over there, but yeah, they're pretty tiny. It's a tight fit, you know. If you don't have the biggest legs, maybe you could fit back there. You know, maybe if you're like under the age of 10 or 11, you could fit back there, but for most grown adults, it's a tight squeeze, I'm not gonna lie, so I probably won't be using the back seats too much in this car. Okay, now this car has surprisingly good trunk space. You can see we're gonna take my key and open up the trunk right here. It opens up nice nicely. And we look in here, it actually goes pretty far back. As you can see, it like gets even dark for you guys to see because that's how far back the trunk goes. So it's actually a really nice sized trunk. And I do want to show you guys the engine bay. So let me show you what engine this car has right now. Okay, so if we pull this button up twice, then it should open up our engine bay. So let's go take a look at that right now. All right, so we should just simply have to pull up like that, and boom, that reveals the engine. Now this car has a twin turbo 4-cylinder. I believe it's an inline 4 in here, and as you can see, it says twin turbo, which is pretty cool. So a lot of it's covered up obviously by the plastic, but we do have like these bars right here which look pretty nice. Obviously nothing too crazy. It's the 430i. I do want to upgrade to an M in the future, but for now this is what I got. I mean, it's a first car. I can't get something too fast. That'll be a little bit dangerous. Okay guys, so now I'm actually driving the car. Now this is a really different driving experience for me because I learned to drive on the Ford Expedition, which was a huge vehicle. Now this car, it's a lot nicer. I feel like I like the brakes on it because it brakes really quickly. I'll go ahead and showcase that to you guys in a second, but I think that's definitely one of my favorite parts about it, how fast it brakes. Now, it is pretty quick. I'm not gonna test the full potential today. I still gotta learn to drive better, but let's go ahead and take a turn up here and we will see how the car feels. Okay, so we're making a turn right now, and I really like the way that this car turns. It feels pretty good turning. There we go, getting through that turn. Very nice sporty feel. I really like, you know, the acceleration on this car. As I mentioned, the braking, I will showcase that in a second. It accelerates pretty quick though, which is probably one of my favorite parts about it. It's a pretty smooth ride. It's not too bumpy going over some bumps. It can get bumpy here and there, but that's because it is like more of a sporty vehicle. So right here, we're about to be able to test the braking potential of the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. We really can slam on the brakes nicely and it slows down pretty quick. I'm not gonna slam them fully because we're in traffic, but it definitely has really good brakes. It can stop really quick when you slam on them. But there you have it. That's my new BMW. Now, I really want to thank you all for supporting all my channels. It means a lot to me, and that is going to be everything for today's video. So I truly hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like. I would truly appreciate it. Subscribing, that notification bell so you never miss another upload. Check out the video on screen here. YouTube thinks you'll like it, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.